What excites me about being in this space is that I can just be myself. And the journey that I've taken has been vast, and I'm sure that all of you have had this journey that there's lots of pieces to everybody's story. I realize that. But this journey that I've been taking into the business world was something that was so new to me. To go from a registered nurse to a business owner and go into that space of, what it's like and all the personal growth that happened, plus learning what it's all about and how do you do it and how do you talk to people and how do you stay motivated. As a nurse, it was easy for me. It's just giving of myself and taking care of people and having empathy and listening and all of the things that were just part of who I was. My mom was a nurse. My dad was sick most of my life. And so that whole caring for somebody and having empathy and compassion and work ethic and working together as a family unit so that we could all just, function and actually be proud of being part of something more than just ourselves. That was who I was. And so transitioning into being a registered nurse, besides the skills that you had to learn to work in a busy emergency room and an ICU, were something that I was willing to do along the way. But when I went into this business world, it was a different world for me. It's kind of like learning a new language, but also how people treat you, how they respond to you, especially if it's not a traditional business that everybody thinks is okay. Plus, when you're a nurse in a small area, that's a noble profession. You're respected. You're doing something worthwhile in people's minds. And when I transitioned out of that world and into the business world, especially with my business in network marketing, it was a world that people did not feel that was noble or, worthwhile. And all of a sudden, it was like I was taken from, a plateau of up here to into the deep rungs of who do you think you are anyway. We just want you to, take care of us when we're sick. And you're on the wrong path. And why are you doing this? And there was so much, I call them dream stealers, about what I wanted to do and what was exciting for me in my business. And so I trudged forward and I learned, and a whole new world opened up to me, like I said, with this whole wellness and nutrition and helping people from a different standpoint, instead of having empathy for somebody that walked into our hospital or clinic because they didn't feel good. I could have empathy for people, in that same realm of people not feeling good, but actually helping them in a completely different way than what I was used to as a nurse. I'm not dissing that profession. I'm not dissing the whole medical at all. There is a need for all of that, but where I see it from my vision point anymore is that chronic conditions in the United States need a way bigger picture than what our Western medicine, view is. And so I have been blessed to be able to have that vision open up to me and to continue to learn about it. I don't know everything, but when people are getting better from natural things that don't have the side effects that a lot of the medication does, I say, why can't the two worlds collide a little bit? Why does it always have to be about money and selling pills and medication from the big drug companies that are out there promoting that all the time. And you know, we're one of the very few places in the whole world that lets people promote things like that on, you know, television, in commercials and things like that. So it's sick to me. And it's like a brainwashing type form of advertising to get people, you know, the first part of it is happy families and life is good and all of this stuff, and then you bring the drug in to help with the problem that the people are having, and you know, life is good, and at the very end you see all the side effects that drug could happen to people. Not that all the side effects happen, but why is it okay for us to be promoting something that can kill somebody's liver or damage their kidneys, or in some cases even cause death, or all these other problems, maybe smaller symptoms that you have to have other drugs in order to help? You know, somebody's lining their pockets with all of that stuff. And I'm sorry, there are a lot of studies and proof that there is a lot of natural remedies that can do the exact same thing as far as percentages of efficacy for people with those same symptoms, instead of just running down to the drugstore and getting something over the counter, because it has been, you know, promoted over and over and over and over again in people's brains, and so that's where they go when they have that symptom, instead of researching a little bit and finding something without the symptoms, without, you know, causing people to be depleting themselves of vitamins that are keeping you healthy on the inside. If you're taking a bunch of over-the-counter things that are depleting, like say an example is your B vitamins, where are you getting them? And we never think about that. We only think about the symptom and what we can take for that symptom to get rid of it for the moment. But what is going on inside of there deeper is what functional nutrition is all about, and that's what I'm all about. And it's an exciting world out there, this whole wellness revolution. It's exciting. It's helping people in a much different way than what I was used to, you know, working in the medical realm of things. So be well out there, stay safe, and I'll see you on the other side.